So check me out. We got ourselves a 2023 Mazda CX50, not to be confused with the Mazda CX5. The CX50 is wider and it's longer, so it allows you to have more room in the second row and in the trunk. This paint color right here, it's the Soul Red Crystal Metallic. It pops out more than the other colors that the brand offers, especially with the black grille and the black mirrors. So a cool thing about the CX50 is the turn signals, they actually fade out, so it mimics a heartbeat. You have it in your front bumper, and you also have it, you have turn signals in your mirrors, which I think is cool. And another thing about the mirrors is that they're heated and they're auto dimming. So if somebody's behind you with a lifted F-150 with their lights all the way turned up to the max, the mirrors will dim for you. Let's look at these rims right here. We got ourselves a nice 20-inch rim, black and like silver. A cool thing about all the trim levels for the CX50 is that you get full LED lighting in the front and in the rear. You can see the turn signals that we were just telling you about, fading, mimicking a heartbeat. CX50 always comes in all-wheel drive. In the back, you also have a powered trunk. It don't want to open, so we're going to open it with our hands. And when you're looking in the trunk, you have 31 cubic feet of space. All that in the back, that's just like mats and cargo blocks. Another cool thing about the CX50 is that, say you have your key in the pocket, you open the trunk, you're getting groceries. Right here, you can also lock the vehicle and you can close the trunk without having to get your keys out the pocket. Let's take a look at this interior. So you have a really nice and premium leather interior. You have a leather wrap steering wheel, which is also heated. These parts right here is only where the steering wheel is heated, not at the top of the steering wheel or the bottom. So if you're driving like this and it's cold, your hand's not going to get warm. Heated and ventilated seats. You have dual climate. And with the touchscreen, you have a 10-inch touchscreen display with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can either control it with this rotary dial, which some people complain about. You know, people are used to touchscreens. But a cool thing is when you either have it in Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the screen, you can actually touch the screen. But mind you, you can only touch the screen when you're in park. You have a 12-speaker Bose sound system. You're getting a lot for the price. You have auto folding mirrors. You can either press the button, or when you lock the car, the mirrors will fold. Your windows is auto up and down for all four. You also get a heads-up display. Let me see if I can show you. You can see it through the camera. Yeah, you can see it. You also get a heads-up display that shows you your speed, and it also shows you if someone's in your blind spot and your cruise control and all that other jazz. You also get off-road and sport mode. And when sport mode, what it actually does is it holds the shifts just a little bit longer than what you would have it in normal mode. You also get a panoramic sunroof. The CX50 is the first Mazda to come out with a panoramic sunroof. The interior quality and the space and the materials that Mazda used, it feels like it's way more expensive than what it really is. Sitting behind myself in the CX50, I still have a decent amount of leg room. I adjusted the front seat to my seating position. I'm 6 foot. I still have a decent amount of leg room sitting behind myself. You get vents in the back, which I think is cool. I own a 2020 Mazda 3, and you don't get this in the back. So the fact that you do, I think that's cool. You also get charging, which you also don't get in the Mazda 3, in the back at least. Got cup holders. This armrest is actually so soft, bro. Like, literally, look how far my elbow sinks into it just when I put on it. Soft armrest. You know, with the sunroof open, with it exposed, it makes the interior feel a lot more open than if it was just like, you know, no sunroof. You get what I mean? You're not as claustrophobic as you would feel. And you already know what we on. We in sport mode. Gotta be in sport mode. This ain't your regular Mazda. Space coupe. Even though this is like an SUV, it still rides and handles like a normal car. It just doesn't feel like you're driving that big of a car. One thing that Mazda is really known for is their handling. And in sport mode, you can actually feel, the pedal and the acceleration of the vehicle just be a little more peppy. You know, it drives really nice, all-wheel drive, especially in this weather. It's smooth. You feel minimal bumps in the road, especially with these 20-inch tires. You know, it feels and rides like a luxury car. Sitting up front in the Mazda CX50, I have plenty of leg room with the heated seats on. I'm warm. It's really nice. It's a really nice vehicle to get. Window sticker price for this car is $39,000. It feels like I'm driving a way more expensive vehicle, and that's a good thing that Mazda got going for themselves.